This is problem 3 and 4 for the problem set for lesson 9, module 2. So the problem says Peng bought 26 treadmills for her new fitness center at $1,334 each. Then she bought 19 stationary bikes for $749 each. How much did she spend on her new equipment? Write an expression and then solve. So the first thing I want you to do is write down on your whiteboards the most important pieces of information from this problem. Okay, so you should have written down 26 at $1,334 each and 19 bikes and $749 each. We also need to include what the question is actually asking us to do, and it says write an expression and then solve it. So the first piece I need to do is to write the expression. Remember, the expression is just a number sentence using the numbers from the problem. So if I'm buying 26 treadmills and each one costs $1,334, how can I represent that? Write that down now. Okay, and then write down also 19 stationary bikes, and they cost $749 each. So how can I represent that piece of information? Okay, now I need to know how much she spent on her new equipment, so I'm going to write an expression. So the expression you should have come up with is 26 treadmills times how much they cost, and 19 treadmills times how much they cost, and I'm going to add it together because I want to know how much money is she spending on all of that. So now that we have our expression, we know what we're going to do. Now we need to actually solve it. So let's do $1,334 times 26 copies, 26 treadmills. So I'm going to use the standard algorithm. 6 times 4, 24. 18, that makes 20. 3 is 18, and 2 more makes 20. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. Okay, so a 4-digit multiplication problem with 2-digit. As you see, I just continue on. I'm multiplying the 6 times everything first, and then once I'm done with that, I add a placeholder here. I learned to do an X, but a lot of you will do zeros. It doesn't matter as long as you know it's a placeholder. And I'm done with these, so I'm going to cross these out too. Okay, now I'm moving on to the 2, and I'm going to start multiplying the 2 times the smallest place value and working my way up larger and larger. So 2 times 4 equals 8. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6 again, and 2 times 1 equals 2. Now I'm going to add these together. 4 plus nothing is 4. 8 plus nothing is 8. 6 plus nothing is 6. 8 and 6, 14. And carry my 1. So she spent a total of, after that, $34,684 on treadmills. Hopefully she's gotten a business loan. So then we need to do the second part, 19 times $749. So you solve this one out, pause the video while you do it, and then restart it when you're ready for the answer. Okay, when I multiplied, I got 6,741 for my first row. I scooted over, and then I multiplied and got 749 with a 0. So when I added it all up, I got 14,231. Now I have two answers. I have this $34,000 for treadmills, this $14,000 for stationary bikes. Now what I need to do is add those two numbers together. So I'm going to write 34,684 plus 14,231. Put my plus sign in there. And then I can add them up. So 1 plus 4 equals 5. 8 plus 3 equals 11. You can do this too. And 4. So she spent almost $50,000, a total of $48,915 on equipment for her new fitness center. It's a lot of money. Okay, let's take a look at problem 4. Read this problem to yourself, and I want you to underline the important points, write them down on your whiteboard so that you know what the important pieces of information are. Okay, 26 is an important number, $410 per week is important, and then this piece, $162 left. Now, what's the question actually asking me? How much money did he have at first? I'm not crossing that out, I'm actually underlining it. Okay, so this question is not asking me to write an expression. All I need to do is just solve it out. I did write an expression because it helped me figure out what I needed to do. I knew that he had 26 employees and he's paying them $410. So that's how I got 26 times 410. And I figured out that I needed to add 162 because if you draw a picture of it, he pays his company this much money. This is how much he has at first. At the end, he has $162 left, and then this is what he's paid them, whatever their salary is. So in that tape diagram, I see that I need to add this last piece on because it's still a part of how much money he had at first. I've separated it out, the salary and then how much he has left, so I need to add it all up together to see how much he had at first. So here's what I came up with. You go ahead and solve it and see what you come up with. Pause the video while you do that and check your answer by playing when you're ready. Okay, if you need a midpoint check, this is how much I got when I multiplied these two together, 10,660, but remember I'm not quite done yet. I need to add that $162 on here. So 2 plus 0 is 2, 6 and 6 is 12, 6, 7, 8, 0, 10. So I am left with, or I started out with, $10,822. Okay, that is problem 3 and 4.